Hi, I'm Sam St. Just, and this is my Learning Action Plan video. This video is to describe to you the takeaways I've received during this unit and how I plan to implement them. Currently, my goal as a graduate student is to strengthen my work-life balance, or in my case, school-life balance. This topic was inspired by an example provided in the Problem Solving 101 reading we were assigned. The example I'm referring to described a student who wanted to improve their math score. Immediately, the student considered the option of discontinuing soccer practice to reach their goal, but then reconsidered that decision. After reconsideration, the student asked what type of questions am I getting wrong and began breaking them up into categories to find the root cause. After analyzing the math questions, it was realized that geometry was hindering their score. Further analyzation narrowed down geometry to subtopics including trapezoid area, cylinder volume, and Pythagorean theorem. What I took from this example was the importance of having the right mindset and discipline to apply to the problem-solving framework. The book mentioned different personality types that would fail to implement this strategy. For example, the go-getter was too impulsive to complete a goal without having a proper plan, and the dreamer spent too much time overthinking ideas and not enough time implementing them. In my case, I questioned why it took me longer than most people to complete assignments, taking away from things I like to do. After applying the framework, my categories amounted to not fully understanding assignments and not having an organized written schedule. With further analyzation, it was apparent that the extra time spent was due to having numerous things on my mind while working on assignments, making it difficult to give full attention to my work. To avoid repeating this problem, I will implement a written schedule with allotted times for the different things I want to complete. The next takeaway I learned was incorporating the help of others when it was available to me. Not only can it broaden the areas covered during group activities, but also it alleviates the stress of coming up with a solution alone. This was a major takeaway for me due to naturally being an independent worker. However, a light bulb hit as I read the story about Kiwi, a girl who wanted to transfer schools in order to pursue her soccer goals. Even after using the problem solving framework, advice from her soccer coach with obvious experience helped to make her decision easier. To implement this concept for myself, I plan to engage in more networking events and connect with my peers in the workforce. I think it will be imperative to have the people to turn to in my educational and professional life, like Kiki and her soccer coach. Ultimately, what I took away from the Problem Solving 101 reading was the importance of having a proper paradigm to properly implement the problem solving technique. To implement this paradigm, I plan to apply them to smaller goals to get accustomed and later apply them to more complex ones. By this point, I plan to have the paradigm engraved in me enough to take on any task with ample confidence.